Welcome to the October 8th edition of Give Me 5 Minutes with Fort Smith City Director Neil Martin, where we talk about the events that happened last week and we look ahead to what's going on this week. We're back outside finally. The weather's nice, so let's go ahead and get after it. Give me 5. There was no meeting last week. We all as a board joined together and went out to the National Night Out put on by law enforcement, emergency services. It was out at Central Mall. I got a chance to meet a number of people, so if you came out, it was great getting a chance to meet you, and I hope to get a chance to do it again soon. So it was a great night at the National Night Out at Central Mall last Tuesday. So next week, next Tuesday, October 10th, we have a regular board meeting, a voting session. We'll be voting on a number of items. The agenda is not very large, but there's some pretty important things, so I want to give you a few of the highlights. I encourage you to go to fortsmithar.gov/watch. There you can see the full agenda, you can look at the previous minutes, or you can watch the meeting. So I encourage you to do that. So a few of the items that we've got on the agenda. One will be voting to approve a rezoning change for a multi-use development out in Chaffee Crossing, commercial and residential. So another great opportunity for growth in the city, places for people to live, commercial, mixed-use development. So those are really neat as growth continues to happen out at Chaffee Crossing. We will also be voting to purchase the former ACME Brick Company land on Old Greenwood. It's on both sides of Old Greenwood, and it's got some good opportunities for us. One is to reduce flooding along Mill Creek. We have a lot of flooding on the north side of town. This will give us an opportunity to build a retention pond or a detention pond that would reduce flooding upstream. So it's a good opportunity there. And then there's also an opportunity to build a mountain bike park, trails, those kinds of things, right in the heart of the city. So it's $2.8 million. It's a lot of money, but we think it's a good opportunity in a couple different areas. There's also a spot for commercial development, so we can bring economic impact to the middle of the city. So that's going to be pretty cool if ultimately we vote for it. We'll also be voting to acquire property for the fire department maintenance center and a driver training facility. They don't have a spot to maintain, or a good spot to maintenance the fire trucks. This would give us that opportunity. So we've got about $1.6 million going to purchase that. And then also, as required by law, as we do every year, we will be approving or voting to approve millage ordinances related to personal property. So it's 9 mills total, 5 mills for personal property that goes to the general fund, 1 mill that goes to fund the library, 1 mill that goes for police retirement and pension fund, and then another mill for fire retirement and pension fund. These are things we do every year. This is no new tax. It goes along with what you pay as part of personal property tax every year. So we will be voting on that. So not a large agenda, but there's always very interesting things. So I encourage you to go to fortsmithar.gov to take a look at it, take a look at the agenda, and I encourage you to tune in on Tuesday. That's it for this week's Give Me 5. I hope the information was informative and made you better aware of items in front of your board of directors. We do this every Sunday. Now that the weather's nice, we'll probably be going outside more often. So make sure you tune in again next week on Give Me 5.